morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
All right, it's called Date or Ditch. You're at that crossroads where you're thinking, do I continue on or do I just get out right now?
And you're welcome to text us whenever something happens or call listener line's the best.
713-278-VENT.
Because we all got to put our opinions in.
Because that line is for so many things, including the Women's Spotlight. We're going to do about 20 minutes. Somebody asked, when do y'all do the Women's Spotlight for them in the March? It's happening in 20 minutes, 8:20 and 3:35. 713-278-VENT. That is the phone number. You can leave us messages. Date or ditch. Here's what we got.
Hey, I've got a date or ditch for y'all. I've been seeing this girl for about a year, and everything seems really great. She does have a son from a previous relationship. He and I get along well, and we took it real slow in the beginning, like me being introduced to him. And, now we play catch in the backyard, and we do, family stuff together. But at the end of the night, I go home, So with the Easter portrait thing coming up, they always do big family portraits, and she's asked me to be in the photo with them, and that just seems more permanent. Even though we've been talking about moving in together, that seems like she went ahead and made my mind up for me and is locking me in. And I don't know, it just kind of gives me a weird vibe. So what do you guys think?
Ooh.
Well, you're
just asked to take the picture. Well, how about I take it
You're
for
either
you?
all in or you're
I'll
not.
be behind the camera, not in front of it.
But you can't. It's probably a professional. It's like
Yeah,
yes,
family
funny
portrait time.
Okay,
or
but if,
something.
it takes a special kind of person to date somebody who has children. You have to, because you're not just getting involved with that person. You are being a de facto stepdad. And if he's already doing those kind of things, it's going to be confusing to the child if all of a sudden we're like, hey, wait, he's not around anymore.
Well, he doesn't sleep there. He says he goes home to his own place. For those just tuning in, they've been dating a year. She has a child from a previous relationship, and they took it slow in the beginning. Now, a year in, he's like playing catch with the kid in the front yard.
That seems really slow.
But he goes home to
year?
his own house.
Yeah.
They do not live together, and now she wants him to be in the family picture.
Well,
for
there's no
Easter.
question, Rolla, she should have absolutely confided in him first before telling the kid. Like, if you
I
tell
don't
the
know if he
kid
told the
ahead of
kid.
time.
He told the kid? No, I don't
I
think he
hope
didn't say
not.
that.
I hope
He's just
not.
talking about the
he's
thing
feeling
is
locked in. But
being
Yeah.
brought
if you
up.
talked about moving in together, I guess you could talk about it.
If you're already
Doesn't mean
talking
you're
about
doing
moving
it.
in together.
Right, you could talk about it. You could defer to just being safe, saying, I'll take the picture. And then if y'all end up together, that could be your funny story. Because true story, there's a family picture in the family room at Christie's, the banquet room at my family's restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's me and it was my niece's christening. And it's the whole family and not Tassos. Because Tassos took the picture. We'd only been dating 3 months.
I mean, that's understandable.
And I was like,
you can't put
and
someone
then
in
there was
3
another
months.
picture where there was a person in that picture who was locked in for a while, and then they broke up. So we were
Am I
Photoshop out.
When I got married in Cancun, remember my ex idiot brother-in-law, this guy's a major moron. He went into the bathroom, so we all went and took a photo. Thank God we have that one photo
without him.
my in-laws and my sister-in-law without that idiot.
Did you do it on purpose when you saw that he went to that? You're like, come on, hurry up! He's in the bathroom.
No, I think he just lucked out.
Oh, that's
They're
awesome.
just taking
But here's what you do.
Yeah.
You always
Put them on the end.
Put them on the end. That's exactly what I was going to say, because you can always
Removable.
crop them out.
That's how you know if you're really serious or that if the family likes you.
If they put you in the middle, they don't plan on cropping you
But if
out.
else they go, oh no, Bob, why don't you go on the end over here? Then you know they don't believe this is going to make it.
Yeah,
Not always.
Oh yeah, if they say that, if you already you're like say in the middle, and they go, Sam, hey Mark, why don't you go over here on this side over here? I think it'd look better. Oh yeah, they're saying
Well,
that because they want.
here's
they're
where
not sure
I
if
think,
he's
Sam, it would be
material
real
long distance.
obvious what Eric's saying.
I agree with Eric.
If it was Mark's family,
I
and
would
let's
go
say
on the
Mark had a
side.
sister who
So
said,
you're in the middle.
Mark, you and Sam go on the end, and then you have to be the end person, not Mark, you, and then family. Like it's family, Mark,
then I would
and
probably-
you.
yeah.
Then you're like, oh, they're
I'm
going to
just saying,
easily cut me out of that
if
one.
you get moved,
Gotcha.
if
Then
you're
you don't
already
take
in your
offense to it?
position, and then they say, hey,
Oh, no, over here.
over
Well,
here.
sometimes I don't know. That's a 50-50 error.
remember, like, hey Christina,
balancing the-
go over here. on the-
Oh, and on her birthday too. That's
Well, we had no choice. She just stood in front of
Happy
everybody.
birthday, Christina. I remember it's your birthday.
I'll text her in a second.
Okay, so that picture is on our wall,
I'll move
and we
to the
always
side,
joke that my
guys.
husband took the picture, wasn't in the picture. So for this guy, he could try and say, no, let me take the picture. But if there's a professional photographer, how does he get around that?
Oh, come on, man up, dude.
I said, man up what?
You're already talking about moving in together. What harm is it going to do to take a picture with the
You
fam?
date,
Or why don't you do one with and one without?
Yeah.
Just in case,
Bingo.
like,
There's a great solution.
But then how do you bring that up? How about I be in this picture, and then I won't be in the
Let me
picture?
take one of you and
Yeah.
just your mommy.
Yeah.
or just be a man. If you want to move in, He wants all the benefits of having a
But
girlfriend.
he doesn't want responsibility.
Yeah, he likes to play catch with the kid, but
It
he doesn't
hasn't
want to
been a
spend the
month.
night.
It's been a year. So
That's what I'm saying, a
you
year,
should know
a
by now,
year.
guy.
Most people,
You've already
6
brought-
months later, they know,
Yeah.
right? When you're older.
Yeah. He's been
Because
brought
he
into
said,
that
if you're
child's
just
life.
tuning into this call, he said they've been dating a year. They took it very slow. She has a child from a previous relationship. He now, is in the fabric of their life. He plays catch with the son and all these things. They've talked about moving in. They do not live together. And he feels like she made the decision for him by telling him there's going to be a family photo shoot for Easter and you're in it.
Well, talk it out with your mate, but I think you should really take the picture.
It's not like she made you go to like a family outing somewhere, like
I feel
forced you to
if
go to
this
Charleston.
is an issue for him. He shouldn't be with her.
Yeah, one texter says if there are any doubts, the answer is no. I've learned that the hard
then
way,
get
says
out.
the texter.
Yeah.
Well, there's
before you get in too deep
Whatever.
with that child.
A funny one said someone was like, I had to Photoshop my cousin's girlfriend out of his sister's wedding picture because we all thought they weren't going to break up. Well, they didn't.
Oh.
Thank God she has never noticed she is not in the main wedding picture at my
Oh.
cousin's house.
Oh,
They cut her
my
out and she's still in the
gosh, that's
family.
so
She probably thinks
funny.
that she's in it.
Why'd they go through the trouble?
That's
Why don't you guys do
awkward.
that? Why don't you Photoshop Tassos in that photo?
Into that photo?
Yeah.
Take it
I
down
don't
one
know
day
how
and
we
then,
could do
or just have
it.
him cut himself out and paste it on there.
And why is
Remember,
everybody
I
so
did that
worried?
with you guys when I first started because we didn't have any pictures together.
That was funny.
I was like, here's a good picture of me.
And it's
Doesn't
almost
match.
like if you put a popsicle stick picture, if you took a picture, Sam, and you cut it out and glued it to a popsicle stick and held it up against a picture of me, Ryan, Eric, and Special K, and then Sam just stuck herself there.
Yes.
That's how it looks.
It just taped it. I was like, here I am. Welcome.
Somebody said if he cannot live without her, then he needs to break it off. No, if he cannot live without her, then he needs to stay, right? Why is this person saying break it
Cannot
off?
live without her.
When
If
there's
he
kids-
can live without her, he needs to break it off.
Yeah.
It'll just get harder later on.
What do you guys think?
Take
Deep
the
down.
picture. Take the picture.
Date or ditch, though. It's not about the picture. It's about
Date.
Date or ditch.
Date. No,
Well, don't ditch her over that. Have a
this.
conversation.
I say
Keep
she
dating.
should listen
Just
to
talk
this
about it.
and ditch him
Yeah.
because he sounds like he wants to have fun.
Sounds
but
like a big old
Just
baby.
nervous, that's all.
Nervous about what? Then don't take a picture. It's not that serious.
Yeah,
It's
just-
not like she's like, I think he's overthinking it.
Oh, no, we're
take
gonna
one
move in
with
together.
and take one without.
If you're having no serious talks about moving in together, then a photograph should not bother you.
That should be the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Because she decided. So maybe he's a control freak.
You could also say something along the lines of what Sam was going with and take the picture with everyone and then say something like, hey, she didn't like the way I loaded the dishwasher this morning. Why don't I shoot one without y'all? You know, like something silly. Like, she gonna kick me out here real soon. Y'all take one without
Like
me.
she's gonna kick you.
Yeah, she's gonna kick me out.
I'm
going to leave.
gonna road runner out of here.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. Like make a joke like she's gonna get rid of me.
I've gone hell for loading the
we'll
dishwasher
take one
wrong.
without me just in case she decides
Yeah.
to get rid of me.
Or maybe you have to go to the bathroom. Use Eric's excuse.
But then if you say that, then the little boy's like, what does that mean? Mommy, you might get rid of Frank?
Say you have to go pee.
Then they're gonna wait for you, and then they're gonna be mad.
Wait, it's if they
Take one
brought
right
a
now, and then I'm gonna.
If they brought in a professional photographer, they're not going to say, "Well, your window's up. He's
Wait.
peeing. We got to
People say
do
that
it
this
without him."
guy.
I'm going in
is-
overtime in there. You just do a few photos.
Ew.
guy's a
What
red
if you
flag.
he stands in the back and then ducks when no one is paying attention? He's gonna stand like.
and then hide behind the Easter bunny.
You do one with
I have
him.
extra legs on there, but I see no
Oh
body.
my God! You do one with him and you do one without him. Problem solved.
Yep.
I say she needs to ditch him.
No.
People say he's a red flag.
Yeah, he's a red
If after a
flag.
year he's still being so skittish. Is that the word? Skittish.
Yeah.
He wants,
Women
he wants his cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to have his own place so he can do whatever he wants to do, and then he wants to go.
Well,
there.
maybe he did not like that she just made the decision without consulting him.
Well, let us know what happens, dude. That called the listener line who doesn't know how he's going to handle the Easter family portrait. Again, our number is 713-278-VENT. You call us about everything and anything there, especially if there's a spotlight you want to put on a fabulous woman in your life because it's National Women's History Month and we're putting the spotlight on fabulous women in our Houston area. Coming up next, there is something that is Ryan and Eric's biggest fear.
Uh-oh.
That is becoming the biggest flex. Will this make them use this?
Huh.
What could that be? If you really know this show, you're going to be like, oh, hell no, Roula, there's no way. But maybe
I think I know what you're talking about. 'cause I saw
anything is
some-
possible.
in the news
Never
today.
say never.
Ryan for sure.
Oh,
I mean-
now I'm interested.
Okay, let's find out what it is next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan show.
Oh, man.
I'm
People really know
nervous.
our show so well.
I'm
They really
nervous
know our
about what
show.
Roula made some statement before we played the song.
That Ryan and Eric have been scared of this item for years, and now, apparently, according to today's news, it's the biggest flex.
And
We've even joked one of y'all had have this.
I saw this. I gave it to Special K
Okay.
to do a dig on someone.
People on
What is
text
this item?
already have guessed what it is.
Yep.
The longtime Roula and Ryan show listeners have guessed what it is.
Because one of these people already have it, I thought.
What is it?
A toupee!
Ryan's toupee. We
Do
always
not
talk
have a
about.
toupee, you.
They don't call it a toupee anymore. Don't they call it a hair system?
Yeah, is that
Well,
what they call it? A hair system?
Toupees are back in a big way, says the headline. The New York Post did a write-up on how hyper-realistic ones are the hottest new flex. They've gotten so much better since their heyday in the 80s. The good ones use real hair that's stitched into a piece of polyester thin enough to sweat through. They glue it to your scalp, and they give you the exact haircut you want. You can shower in it. You can go 6 months before it has to get reapplied.
Houston, Texas, though.
Before it outgrows.
Yeah, it's hot
So
outside.
what's your hair? I guess you need that if you're bald.
Yeah, it's cheaper
Because
than
if
a
you
hair
have hair, the hair would push it
transplant.
up, right?
The one that
They
y'all
shave
put on
it.
me.
Yeah, when
my,
we shaved your head, we shaved your head bald.
Your hair grew back.
Yeah, well, my hair started to push through it, and then that lifted the cap. It's kind of like a little cap thingy
It feels
up
hot.
off of your head. It didn't feel hot. It just felt weird, like I was wearing a hat all the time.
Oh, that would be uncomfortable.
and the
I'm
glue.
itching. I'm scratching just thinking about what that must have felt
what did the
like.
glue
The
feel like?
glue was more like strips that they put across my head. I don't think it was like.
For those that missed this, we did it live in the studio. Like right where Kevin is sitting a little bit further in the corner is where she applied it. We watched her apply this on him.
They brought in my husband who cuts hair professionally, or he did at the time, and it pained him to do so, but he gave me the horseshoe because I lost a bet. Of course,
You
we're
lost the
always
bet, so
losing
you just
bets.
shaved the head on the
So they
hair on the top of the head.
They
but left the
horseshoed me,
sides.
and I had to do a day of horseshoe, okay, out in public. And then I came in the next day, and they bought me a hair system.
The lady came in with the hair system.
Yeah, a full hair system. It was very good. It's very realistic looking. But I guess if you don't have any hair pushing it up,
Then
maybe
it
it would
work.
hold better. But mine didn't last for very
It says
long.
in the story, guys, that these toupees are meant to last every year or two. They do cost thousands of dollars, but it is still cheaper than an entire hair transplant
I see,
system.
like-
if you're, it's a growing movement to normalize.
When I see
toupees.
Bradley Cooper, Roula, and I see Steve Carell now, and they have that straight line. That's what I want. Like that straight line across, like the hair plug thing.
I'm gonna have to look
So
this up.
what
But
they-
does it
Google.
Steve
Google.
Carell, if you look at
the
the
hair
early
plugs work,
season-
or is that just like because L.A. I don't know.
Oh, they're also very wealthy
hear
people. They're wealthy
airplanes don't
people, too.
work.
So look at the first season of The Office. Steve Carell was clearly losing his hair. And I think it was in season 2, towards the end of the season, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, where'd that hairline come
I'm like,
from?
I'd do it. I'd be like, hey, put a camera there. Irving, come on in. We'd do the whole thing.
Same thing with Matthew
I just don't know how it
McConaughey.
works, though. It looks like it's painful.
Yeah, they take a strip out of the back of your neck hair, well, kind of like right
Back of
above
your
your
head?
neck, and they take that out, and then they pluck little pieces out and put them back in.
So it is your
where they
hair
need-
then?
Yeah, it's really your hair. And put it back
yeah,
in.
we have learned that.
But the thing is, it's just like everywhere I go, whenever I see somebody wearing a rug, I know he's wearing a rug. Like I
That's
go
a
to
very
the
80s term
There's
for
this
it.
one
Retro
restaurant I
term.
go to, and I see this guy in there all the time.
Well, he's
and
probably wearing like
he
he's
looks-
probably like 80 years old.
No, he's not. He's probably 40, but he looks like he's wearing a raccoon on his head. I mean, it just looks ridiculous.
Oh my God, this is so
It
crazy.
could just be his hair.
There are some people
it's
who have
definitely
really,
not his hair.
There are people online who've done such a deep dive on people's hairlines. The Steve Carell one, it's some clinic that says, we don't have actual proof or confirmation from Steve Carell, but Steve Carell's hair timeline. They have all these pictures with arrows to like how this piece over here is a little emptier than over here, and then now there's a straight line. And his work in the morning show is the straight line Eric's talking about. Like
Yeah.
his hair looks filler there, and
Look at Sylvester Stallone. You watched Tulsa King, didn't you,
There's no
Eric?
way a guy can be like Stallone over he's 60 and his hair's perfect straight
He's
line.
78.
what about
And if you look at pictures of him, like from movies, I think the last movie they said he did before he got a rug was
You and a
Copland
rug.
back in the 90s.
with a rug,
or whatever it
90s
is,
term.
the hair replacement system.
there is a soccer player named Rob Holding. Does anybody know him? Rob Holding.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Soccer player named Rob Holding. There's a picture of him,
Oh, he
and
went
he
from
had
nothing.
like what's the guy's name from the suit?
Kinda looks
The
like
tall
Caillou.
guy. He was in Community.
This guy.
He was in Community. Who's the tall guy from Community? Guys?
Oh, Joel McHale. He
Joel
definitely did
McHale,
something.
when he first showed up on the scene, he had a lot of thinner hair on top. Now he's got some thicker hair. It's less than what Joel McHale had, but now this guy's got such thick hair he can pull it back with a headband like David Beckham.
Oh, you know who else?
He's got to grow a goatee.
Machine Gun Kelly. Look at early pictures of him, and he was really balding, and now he's got a thick head of hair.
And here's the hard thing. You're not supposed to shame anybody for that, because I always feel like the hair on men is equivalent to the body shape for a woman. Like, you're not going to sit there and say, oh, look at her thighs. Clearly in her first movie, they were much smaller than they are now. The hair thing for men is so sensitive. And a lot of these actors, I'm sure their agents, their movie companies, their managers tell them, okay, it looks kind of thin. We're going to get on top of that before you actually start losing it, so people don't remember that you ever had thin hair.
Like, I see my cousin, because my cousin's got the horseshoe hair Kevin was talking about. Like boomerang hair thing.
Around their head, but nothing on top.
He's in a band called the Frank Mustard Project in Austin. They're
Frank
great
Mustard.
performer, but I'm like, when he takes that hat off, like one of those pompadour type things, it's like, boom, bald. And he's 3 years younger than me.
Boom, bald.
I'm like, thank God I took Propecia.
Well, think about all the country stars, like Kenny Chesney. I mean, when he took his hat off,
You
like,
just
what?
love to go after Kenny
Yeah, you
Chesney.
always
For
attack
all the
Kenny.
years I've known
I'm not
him.
I'm going to bring
him.
Kenny Chesney.
Kenny
I'm
Chesney,
not
can you come to
attacking
our
him.
show?
I'm gonna bring him
I'd
up.
like he come to our show.
But I had no
He's
idea.
done nothing to you. You don't even know any of his songs.
I'm not attacking him. I said I had no idea he was bald until he took his hat off, because he's got hair on the sides, and it's much like what Kevin was discussing. That
I think Tim
horseshoe
McGraw
cut.
had some work done there up there, because he also was getting kind of thin, and then it's gotten kind of thicker.
I think maybe it's more normal now.
I mean,
I think
hey,
it
it's
is.
a
Right, in
lot
Hollywood?
of
I mean,
investment in
Absolutely.
time.
There's a chick that is all over Instagram and TikTok, and she does the toupees. I think she's called like Toupee Queen or something.
Yeah.
And I watch all of her videos. Why? I don't know, but it's intriguing to
fascinating.
see how these men get transformed. Because I mean, what's the difference between a woman getting
Eyelashes and stuff.
breast
eyelashes
augmentation.
or a wig, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, boobs.
Or
And
breast
here's another thing.
augmentation, yeah.
If hair is so insecure and sensitive for men, imagine how much worse it feels for women who have thinning hair, because it's not normal to see a woman have hair loss. It's one thing. It's like you can make a joke when you see like a 10-year-old in your head and say, oh yeah, look at your dad, kid. You got a bad future ahead of you. In your head, you might say that as a man because you're so hyper-focused.
Yep.
You don't look at a girl and say, when you're 40, your hair's going to fall out. So it's even more sensitive for
Except for
women to
women.
have hair loss. So more power to you. Find somebody who can help you feel normal so that it's not the biggest
What's
thing
that
they
guy
look at.
on
Let me
KPRC?
see
People
you.
are talking about him. He goes, booyah.
Oh,
And he does
yeah.
investigative reporting. Spencer or something, or no?
Yeah, it is. It's Spencer something. I saw.
Like he does investigative reporting, and he's got like
Yeah.
cotton candy. Like you can tell he's like Trump hair. Like he's.
It does look a little
Mixing
bit
it
like
around.
that. I saw him with Owen.
mixing it around.
Owen was doing like
he
a.
does like booyah, like slamming the ice machine type stuff. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
goes.
But this guy does a lot of good for people.
No, I
too.
like this guy.
He
He's-
does a lot of nice
I need to
things.
get him in the studio.
Yeah.
Speaking of Trump hair, I was at Marshall's on Friday looking for something, and I did a video on my Instagram of these terrifying baby-faced Easter bunny things.
Those are creepy. When
And
Real put
people
that up.
were texting me and saying that first one looks like Donald Trump caricature because of the cotton candy hair. And I was thinking, the cotton candy hair, look at these terrifying bunny faces.
Those are weird looking.
These baby bunnies.
Oh,
Have you
that's
seen
it.
these, Sam?
Strange.
Have you
got the
seen these?
swoop
Somebody said at Christmas
comb
this is
over.
a big thing, and their mothers have collections they're leaving them. Nope, it's like terrifying bunny
Yeah,
humans.
they are really scary.
That is.
It kind of looks
ugly.
like a lamb.
And I put
doesn't-
scary music behind
Yeah,
it.
is it a lamb?
One's a lamb, one's a bunny, but it's human faces, and it's not okay. It's not okay.
It's like that movie Cats. Remember when they did it with all the celebrities?
Oh yeah.
They look creepy.
and can you believe that movie was such a dud?
Yes,
I'm
you're
not
not
into
supposed to
cats.
do musicals as a movie.
But I'm not. There's a lot of musicals in the movie. Mamma Mia
Still, it
was a
doesn't-
huge hit.
I know.
Les Mis.
Les Mis.
But with all
Sound of
those
Music.
power hitting stars, I either you don't like. I guess that shows the nation we're all dog people. Because if
Yeah.
it was called Dogs with all those people,
Good point.
that would have been a blockbuster movie. Everybody was in it.
No.
Even Taylor Swift was in that.
I'd feel so dumb walking around in a cat outfit.
Jellicle,
Like Jason
cat.
Derulo, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Remember he had to cover his junk
Wait, which one?
in Cats. Jason Derulo was a cat.
Oh,
was
that's correct.
distracting.
That's
But
correct.
What he was.
He was
Packing.
very well.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
There's another guy who wears a hat all the time.
I'm not sure. So toupees are cool
I
now.
guess
In
that's
case
a
you're just
trade-off,
joining our
Eric.
conversation,
He's thin on top, but he's well endowed.
toupees are cool now.
0 for 2.
So there you go. There's a lot of people on social media that are bragging about how good their toupee looks. It's less about hiding your baldness now, more about owning it.
This story, I know we got a few minutes left.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes here.
Did you see the one about the bully from school? They
Probably makes more than you do
They
now.
make more money. They were doing a research.
What's their philosophy on that?
If you you go on Facebook, you look up that old bully that tormented you in school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did this study spanning 50 years,
Okay.
and they found bullies tend to earn more money than the kids they bullied. So
Really?
there goes that whole, at least that kid's going to be a loser someday.
Oh, man.
Nope, they win again.
Because they
one
ruined it.
study.
They broke their soul as
50 years.
children, and those kids could never come back and like be confident in themselves to succeed in life. Meanwhile, the bully's like, meh, meh, meh. What do we say about bullies? They don't remember your name, but you remember the first and last name that anybody ever says something crap to you. And I want to say it so bad because I was born and raised in Houston. I can't.
No, don't
I was
say
in
it.
the 4th grade.
And you know that person's
This kid, I walked by him. And when I walked by him, he said, boom, baba, because I was fat. And I hate that kid because I wanted to say, why are you saying to me, you're fatty too? Like, he was not thin. He was not a skinny kid. And this chunker made fun of me for being a chunker. Like, what is that?
You didn't just say anything?
Walker,
Yeah, did you
blanking
say
blank?
something to him?
No, it was so chill. I just kept walking. What was I going to do? It was 4th grade. I was like,
So you're 10 years old.
Aw. Sorry, Roula.
it's horrible.
So
It's
now he
horrible.
runs
'Cause then
Exxon.
I keep
Now he's
walking.
a big wig.
Now he works at freaking Microsoft or something, or Facebook, Meta. I don't know what he
Can we
does.
look him up real quick?
He probably owns TikTok shares.
Yeah.
What does this guy
Bitcoin,
do?
he got Bitcoin back in the day.
I should probably look him up on Facebook and see
Whisper
what
it to
did he
Eric.
turn
Mute
into.
your mic. Find out what his name is, and then we'll look him up.
Wait,
real
can I
quick.
tell you the best story
Closure?
ever? I have a bully comeback story.
want
You
him
ready?
on?
Real quick, we got 2 minutes. No, not that guy. Let me tell you this story real fast. When I was 6 years old, first time I ever even understood anybody was making fun of me, I didn't understand who was making fun of me. I was in Greek school, 1st grade. There's a table of kids all around. The kid across from me kept yelling at me like angry, like with his 2 front teeth missing. He's like, you're a fatty Patty. You're a fatty Patty. And I was looking behind me like, who's this Patty and why is he so angry at her? Like, I did
Oh
not
my
know he was talking
God.
about me. So that's always been like the little story of my family, the Fatty Patty story, because, okay, I'm an adult now. I get it. Okay, whatever. Well, fast forward years later, this guy's like a big corporate guy and he's on a plane and my sister is the flight attendant.
And she remembers him.
Of course, how do you forget? And she told the other flight attendants, that guy in seat 12C or whatever, he used to bully my sister when she was little. I called her Fatty Patty.
Spill coffee on him.
Yeah, right.
Turbulence.
If somebody came around with water, they would skip him.
They would give him food.
Like, they would start skipping him on service stuff. And so then at some point, like, he was reading the paper. Like, who reads the paper? He was reading the paper. And then my sister starts flicking his
paper?
newspaper.
Oh.
And then he was like, what? And no, it was the other flight attendant started flicking his paper, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "That's for calling her fatty pie." He goes, "I was sick."
He still remembers.
Oh
my God.
Yes. Fatty Patty. So Fatty Patty's a
was he ever
character
nice to
now. I
you?
can make like a children's book about her.
Was he ever nice to you after that? Or
Years later, I don't think. I remember when I ran into when I was in my 20s. I go, that guy, President. Remember he called me Fatty Patty, but I remember he did it because you don't remember who you bullied.
Now he wants you.
Who was
What
the talk
happened?
show host? They had a talk show.
Oh.
They always did From Geek to Chic.
Jenny Jones?
Was it Jenny Jones?
Yep.
Where they confronted their
Because half the
bullies?
time I confront them, the bully's like, okay.
I know. There's like no closure. There's no like real like, yes, I've been vindicated. They're like,
Because they don't even
"Sorry."
realize that they're
All you
destroying
do
your
is
self-esteem.
spin out.
Live your
Sorry.
best life.
Yes.
Thanks, great.
The best revenge is living well and not
The best
thinking
revenge
about
is
them.
growing up and being able to tell the Fatty Patty story on the radio. Yeah.
I still love that you said looking around. Where's this Patty thing?
I will never forget looking behind me. Who is Patty and why does he hate her? Like, why is he so angry at her?
Now people are texting where the
Me.
bullies are doing. They work for Facebook, and it's like, damn it.
Oh,
It's not like the movies, people.
so
We don't
mean.
all get the happy ending.
And anyway, gosh.
Now we're all going to go and look at our bullies.
I know, it's good.
Let me look them up.
Can we open the door in here? It's too hot, or is it just me?
It's not
I talked
Monday.
about this
Mondays we don't
story,
have air
got my blood
conditioning.
pumping.
For some
For
reason-
some reason, the building does not employ
We
air
need an iced
conditioning.
coffee, Roula.
Coming up next, we're going to play extra songs so we can go make an iced coffee and have the AC
Yay!
guys come in here and start blowing fans on.
We freeze 4 days out of the week, and
And then
Mondays,
Mondays
hitting
is
it out.
like hell day. It's like so hot in here.
Iced coffees, here it comes.
You're making the noise
what
like
we're
when your
doing.
sister walked up and flicked the
Ooh, flick it
newspaper.
with
It is hot.
Fatty Patty, Fatty Patty. I love you, Fatty Patty.
I'm very proud to present Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
Well, first I got to take care of some business because, Megan Stallion's coming to town.
I heard
to
about this.
Houston. But she's pretty direct on when she wants you to call in to win some tickets because her concert is hitting Friday, June 14th at the Toyota Center. And we have a chance today on Megan Monday to win tickets to her show every time you hear the special sounder, where she's very direct telling you who she is. And then you're a finalist for a VIP experience. Tiara, hello.
Are you serious?
We're serious. Congratulations.
Where are you right now, Tiara? Are you at work? Are you at home? Are you in between?
I'm at work. I had to walk outside.
Oh, there you go.
What
Nice.
line of work are you in?
I work for an embroidery company.
Okay, so that means maybe you can make some noise where you work, but you chose to walk outside so nobody.
Because she doesn't want them trying to get one of the tickets.
Right. That's great. Tiara, thank you so much for listening to us at work. And yes, you are now the winner of tickets for Megan Thee Stallion show, June 14th. And now you are a finalist.
Oh, my God. My daughter is freaking out. I promise y'all. We've been just talking about getting tickets. Are you freaking serious?
Yes, congratulations.
Yay, Tiara, yay. I'm just kind of curious. You want to give a shout out to the embroidery company? Because I always need something monogrammed. Yeah, I was looking for
Oh,
something
yeah. I
monogrammed.
was looking for
something.
good companies. What's your name of their company?
Texas Art Embroidery.
Texas Art Embroidery. Is it commercial or is it something like we can come in there with like Christmas stockings or something? Or something you want to put your name on?
It's wholesale, but I could probably get something done for you.
Oh, I
Nice.
gotcha. Wholesale embroidery. Nice. All right. Well, tell everybody over there. Thanks for listening at work. Tiara, you're on your way. Let me get your information off the air so we can get you back to work and get you along with your day. Congratulations. You're the first winner on Megan Monday. Yay. That's how it
job.
goes. So we're in the window, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. today. Win Megan Thee Stallion tickets when you hear that very direct call to win. Okay, Kate Middleton revealed on Friday, unfortunately, she's battling cancer. She went in for abdominal surgery in January, and test results came back that they found something cancerous. She did not say what it was, but it did squash everyone's everything about wondering what's going on with Megan, with Kate Middleton.
Kate.
Also, I give myself props for not saying Megan the trainer, because I've been saying that all morning off the air by mistake. It was
That'd be a
Megan
good
the Stallion.
mashup, Kev.
Yeah. Kevin, Friday Free for All, Megan the Trainer Stallion.
Put them together.
Okay, so Kate Middleton obviously has been the subject of a lot of things and conspiracy theories over the last couple of months because she has not been seen. And then the world went crazy when that picture was revealed, that they're like, oh, it's photoshopped and everything is weird. Where is she? Why isn't she speaking? And then all these like cheating rumors with William and some love child has been born and Kate's not taking it anymore. And then, oops. I guess we
I saw in the news
she's just
that-
battling cancer.
She photoshopped that photo herself.
Well, that's what the palace made her say, Ryan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the conspiracy theory. Palace made her say everything because we watch The Crown, Kevin. We know the institution controls it all.
Yes.
100% sure. That's, that's right, you read. Okay, so I was saying earlier this morning that even conspiracy theorists who cannot be stopped are like, well, I mean, that's sad that she's fighting cancer, but did you see the sweater she was wearing that she still tells us subliminally she's in jail with her white sweater and her black stripes?
And how dare she wore that sweater when she was with her husband and her brother-in-law.
She feels like she's in
talking
a
about
prison.
mental awearness like years ago. I'm like,
So-
God forbid
So here's
she
the- here's
has
the
the same
next layer.
sweater?
So?
What does that matter?
You ready
Can't
for the
wear the
next
same
layer?
clothing twice in your lifetime?
Must
The
be
next
nice.
layer
I think for
isn't
their
as...
budget, that's not.
What if
Like,
that's your
no.
favorite?
Oh, people say you shouldn't
outfit?
repeat clothes if you're royal.
Yes.
But she does repeat a lot of clothes to show that she is like trying to live a
human.
normal life,
Yeah.
right? Like I like this shirt. Can you imagine, Sam, like your favorite like leggings? You can only wear them one time, Sam. You're a royal. People saw you in those leggings and you will never wear them again. It's not in public. Only in your home. That's it. In your palace.
Well, while you're gallivanting about the palace, you could enjoy them.
Get
Well,
to
we
wear my
learned
hot
from Harry and
pants.
Meghan, there ain't no palace life after you get married. There are these little cottages where you're taller than the doorways.
Sounds
Their
awful.
house was so tiny. Even Oprah Winfrey was like,
a hobbit?
Are you kidding me?
You're
This is where
in
y'all
your
live?
home.
This is where y'all live? Okay, so the new theory is that she wore the sweater again in an effort to make herself not look so sickly because of the fact that, you know, she has lost weight. I mean, first of all, she was painfully thin already because the British tabloid media is so atrocious. God forbid you eat a sandwich and show it on your body.
There's some mean people.
So she's very thin anyway, but can you imagine, for anybody who's battled cancer, how it ravages your body? She's even thinner because she does look kind of a little frail in that
Probably
video
weak.
because she's in the middle of recovering from cancer or getting treated. So the stripes add width to your body. So they're like, oh, well, she probably wore those stripes to not make us so scared that she's way too thin and wasting away. Can we just let the girl fight cancer in peace with her young little family around
No,
her? Can we
they
just
won't.
let that happen?
Scumbags.
And then everyone's like,
up.
oh, Lizzie had cancer. They didn't tell us. Now Charles has cancer and William's going to be the king. Now Catherine's got cancer. What's going to happen? I'm like, it's not our country. I don't have to care. I just hope that Kate Middleton gets through it because nobody wants to see a young mom struggling with anything and
young kids.
any jeopardizing the families or anything like the childhood of her children. So,
Yeah, they're saying it's AI. I saw someone text that too. I'm like,
oh gosh, I cannot.
It's
with that.
AI now. Ugh.
Okay.
Get a life, people.
Now it's time for me to scream. When you hit that button, what am I going to scream about?
Time for the
Find out.
Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
In overtime, 195, the Cougs beat A&M in Memphis. And we are in the Sweet 16 for the 5th consecutive NCAA tournament. The Cougs take on Duke Friday in Dallas. I believe that's at 8:30.
Oh, my God, y'all.
Duke.
All I had to
Blue
watch
Bloods.
was the last minute and a half to have almost a heart attack, and then I watched the 5-minute overtime. I couldn't breathe.
You didn't watch that whole game?
What?
Man, the
No,
game was
because
good.
I was out to family dinner, and when we got home, I was like, "Oh my god, how much time is left in the game?" It was 1 minute 25. That's all I needed to see. Eric, was it like that the whole game, back and forth?
Yeah,
No,
it was
they were beating them by like 13 points at one point.
But it was close the whole time, and then we pulled up like 10. I said we. I didn't go to school there. My wife did. But I was cheering for her.
as if you were on the
make her
board.
happy.
Well, I can say if you're an Aggie, you know life was made when the 3-point shot got sunk.
That was
and
pretty
it tied
awesome.
it. And I was like, do not tell me we're going to overtime to lose this game. And we went by 5. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Take on
Ryan
Duke.
Irvin is his free throw.
Irvin.
Okay, so the Powerball jackpot is estimated to climb to $800 million for today's drawing. Nobody won Saturday's jackpot. Meanwhile, the Mega Millions jackpot is $1.1 billion.
What's that one? Tuesday?
Billion.
Yeah, when are these? I can't keep them
I
straight.
don't even. Yeah.
Nobody matched the winning numbers in Friday night's
I gotta
drawing.
remember to play. I think.
Well,
Can you use your phone?
Powerball's for today.
Can you use the app?
I think you can buy like a lot. I don't know. I
Isn't
don't
it
have
dangerous?
answers. I saw that you couldn't buy them on your phone,
I
but
don't know.
I don't know how that works. I think we still have to go old school.
Let me try
and go
this.
say hi. Can I have a quick, please? So is it one is like Monday, Wednesday, the one's like Tuesday, Friday, or
Yeah,
how is
I believe
what's
so.
the scheduling?
Well, today is the Powerball.
so the Powerball is
tonight's
which one? The $1 billion one?
That's the 800 million.
Only
Okay,
800.
Only
800.
800 million. Roula.
So
and the
I'm just
1.1
gonna-
billion.
So how much did you get afterwards? Like 420, 400 if you take.
Oh, I
half?
don't have the cash annuity on that.
Well,
right
all I
now.
can tell y'all
But
is
yeah,
that
it's usually cut in half.
I don't like to be pessimistic because, I like to see the brighter side of life. But I kind of don't think, I really don't think that me going to Randall's or Kroger around the radio station and getting a quick pick is going to be the winning ticket.
And like
I just don't see it happening in a metropolitan city grocery store.
Oh yeah, here it is. Mega
I'd like it
Millions.
to be.
What day is it?
That's on Tuesdays and Fridays at 11 p.m.
And what days
Eastern
are the,
time.
Monday,
10
Wednesdays? The one that's
yeah.
tonight.
So the Powerball is tonight.
Only once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week?
No, not only once a week.
It's on
Hang
Fridays, I thought, also.
Well, he said the other one is. See,
Oh,
this is
I
always
don't know.
confusing. I don't even.
Well, Mega Millions is Tuesdays and Fridays.
And Powerball is?
Let's find out. Hang on.
Here we go. And just taking too long.
Powerball is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Oh, 3 times.
Yes.
Okay, so
3
either way,
Powerballs.
go donate $12 to the cause.
That's a lot of money. I don't, that money
And
could just,
hopefully you can win.
it might not be good to win that.
1.1 billion.
Like, I mean, I'd love to have it, but then your kids and then their grandkids.
Nobody
drugs.
says you got to do that. You can just basically donate it
Fine,
all to
I don't know.
charity
So many
if
rich
you
people
want.
Eric has
that their
already
kids
killed
had
off
drug
his kids
problems.
with drug use just by the
Literally.
thought of
What?
winning Powerball.
I'm glad you picked up
I know
on
so
that.
many
Okay.
kids that their parents were rich and they had drug problems.
Trust
and
fund babies.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
No strife for life. And then,
You got to be like Warren Buffett. He's not leaving his kids anything.
yeah, you go out there and just give it to charity.
You know, he goes, I earned this money. You didn't.
Warren Buffett has had money longer than the rest of the top 10 richest men in America because he's 93.
Yeah.
And most of them are like 60, 53,
Elon Musk type,
55,
Bezos.
39 for Mark Zuckerberg. He's like the
Tell you,
sixth
his
richest person in the world.
documentary on Max is amazing. I
it's
think
good.
it's called
Still lives
Becoming
in the same house?
Buffett. Yeah, he lives in this house that he's lived in for like 50 years.
Well, that's just dumb.
You see Kevin walk
Upgrade,
by. Can I
man.
buy your house, sir?
No, it's
Don't you just want a nicer, don't you want a game room or
Ugly
something?
houses?
Warren? Where's your pinball machine
he's
going to live?
comfortable there. He's
Where's
got all
your man
his
cave?
lifetime of memories there. Why would you want to move?
Well, coming up next, let's find out what happened on Roula and Ryan's Roses because last Thursday, Daryl saw Dominique get into a mystery Chrysler 300 that was red. Married for 19 years with 2 teenage sons. You get the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.